working with children, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get sick at some point. So how do you deal with that when you're working in an environment where potentially the children are always sick? So the first step and the thing you have to deal with first as a nanny is to talk to the parents at the time you accept the position. So that's the time to deal with this. So have a conversation around what happens when I get sick. Are you going to be paid? Are you not going to be paid? What's the expectation for you to arrive? Maybe if you have a cold and you feel okay to come to work, but you might get the children sick. So these are things to be ironed out before you start the position. So generally, we recommend at Nannies on Call that our families pay the nanny for 3 to 5 sick days per year. That's not a lot, I recognize, but it really is at the discretion of the parent. So if their children are sick all year, then maybe they'll pay you all year. So we generally say 3 to 5 days, but it can be negotiated more or less. In Canada, there is 0 requirement for sick days. No one in any profession has to pay when a employee is sick and doesn't show up for work. But in nannying, chances are when you're working with children, and let's say you're expected to show up for work when the children are sick, and then you turn around and get sick, to not pay you is kind of unfair, because the reality is you got sick from their children when you were working with them. So again, we do recommend 3 to 5 days. Just checking my notes to make sure I don't miss anything. So yeah, we do recommend 3 to 5 days, and we hope that most parents understand that you're sick because the children are sick. So be sure before you start your job that you negotiate in your contract how many sick days and how that will be handled before you start your job. Communication is key. And that's where to start, is having these conversations so that no one gets upset later when you haven't talked about it. So hopefully that helps you deal with sick days in your job. If you have any comments or information that you'd like to share, please comment below. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for another video. Have a great week.